No, I couldn't get this. You please ask me again. What is a way to know, not to fear of English? Already I told you, that yesterday I explained about the fear, panic, and the anxiety. I will not say again, but even though when you are asking, I would like to tell you. Why do we need fear of English? That's my point of view. When it is non-native language of us, why need we fear? We are learner. Just think about that. And also, I would like to tell you, if you know the basic history, the history of English, you will not be afraid of it. Yes, if English is compared to Tamil, English is not an ancient language. It was born 8th or 9th century, thereafter 10th, 11th, it was promoted by several authors like Geoffrey Chaucer and some others, Milton, and many persons were there. If you had studied English literature, you would have come to know this. Compared to any Asian language, not only Tamil, even Chinese, even Arabic, Malay. This Arabic is a later language. We need not go to that. That's the 16th century. 12th, 13th century it was born. We not talk about that. But we must talk about other Asian languages like even Sanskrit, then Hindi, Urdu, then Punjabi, then our Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, Kannada. Dravida languages are more ancient than Tamil. English was born yesterday as a pretty girl, that's all. It was derived from several languages. Many languages have contributed to English. Words, context, textuals, many things. Of course, English wasn't born as an English. It was called once upon a time English. That's all. Later it was started to be called English. Okay, Chaucer came and beautified such language. Which one? English. English was beautified and decorated by many others year to year, tenure to tenure. It was completely made of English, made as an English, 12th or 13th century. Then it went to other continents from Europe. After 10th century only, 11th, 12th only. Before 12 or 13, English did not exist in the US, United States of America. 11th or 12th only it was started to be spoken by many people. A lot of people who migrated from British to United States, they mingled with those people. Then they started to speak. There's a little bit variation between United States of English, United States English and UK English. Still, the difference exists, the UK pattern and the US pattern. Another one, those people who knew how to migrate place to place, continent to continent. They visited many places, many continents. And they came to Africa. Thereafter they went to the south end of Africa, that is called South Africa. Then already a language was spoken there, where in South Africa. Then it was merged with English. Now English has dominated such languages, those languages, some regional languages of South Africa. Then English tended as a mother tongue of South Africa, even now. Then Australia, needless to say, after 16th or 15th only. But Australia was existing earlier as a continent, one of the continent that many peoples were living there. Yes, the people, those who were living in, people of British and American, South African, some other continents, Europe continent, those migrated there were in Australia. Australia was a dry land, once upon a time, for several reasons. But it is believed that all those who were committing mistakes in those in Europe continent and the American continent were shipped to Australia, and they left there. Those people grew up better than any others. Then English spread over across Australia. Then some of people migrated to a nearby island. It was New Zealand. So English spread to New Zealand. Little bit variation between Australian English and New Zealand English. Easily the teachers can't understand. As it happens, even UK and US, that like that. Little bit difference, not more difference between New Zealand English and Australian English, but much more variations are there were in between Europe and American, UK and US. One day I will detail you contextually, spelling wise, the usage, then some short forms. Still some short forms are used. The compressed words are used in the United States, aren't used in British. Those people are scolding at them. How could you bend English? A narrow one like that, they thought. And nowadays, with each year their relationship is much more relationship. So now British people also have started to speak like American style. The pronunciation is different a little bit. Already I have told on video that is, if any American president is if American president addresses on the stage, a translator may be needed for British. Translator means a little bit has to be tuned and fine-tuned and to be conveyed to the Tony Blairs, from George Bush. It happened once upon previously formally. Nowadays, almost day to day, the world become narrow, that everyone's in Indian English is appreciated very much in Europe and even in America, United States, because we are speaking the right pronunciation. Easily they could understand our pronunciation except some words. But we guys may not be able to get their pronunciation. How they speak, some pronunciation, you see, may, die, like that they would say. When did you come? I come to die, like that. But it looks like homophone, I come to die. I come to die, like that. It may vary better. But I started for a matter, but I am speaking some matters. So if you know about the history of English, not deeply, just a little bit, just if you glance the history of English, you will not be afraid of English, but you need not fear unnecessarily for English. It's a language. That's all. As you speak your tongue, Tamil or Malayalam or Kannada or Tulo or Urdu or Hindi, English language is spoken by English people. That's all. If any English people commits mistakes in English, they should be afraid of. Being non-native of English, if you commit mistakes, no one need to be afraid of them. I detailed almost these items yesterday or day before yesterday in class. So need no fear. Just think you are learning this language, English. Well, English is not gigantic when it is compared with our tongue. Our tongue is busy, it is said. It is believed it was born busy before Christ, in 4th, 6th century. Kambar Tulgapiyar was the first. Before Tulgapiyar, Agathiyar have been there. There are Tamil also derived, but even what we speak Tamil now, it wasn't existing in ancient times. Many words which were used in that era aren't being used nowadays by us. So in any language, it's derived and promoted day to day, year to year, day to day. Every day and every word is found identified now. In Tamil, there is a big joke, that Dabaikiran is there. For example, Dabai Yendapa Yekira, and that word has been derived in Dabaikira like that. Many words which is spoken in Chennai could not be understood by we people, Madurai people, or Tamil people, Tanjavur people. Still, Sri Lankans are using many words. We couldn't follow them unless it is explained, in Tamil to Tamil. So it happens everywhere, not only in English. My impression enough here for English. It's a language, treat this is a language, you have to learn it. We are fighting for learning only. Nina struggled to learn that. Nina struggled. So those people have started to learn Tamil, Many people who were living in the 18th, 19th century, as soon as they came here, 1885, I think, 19th century. 19th century, many English people started to speak Tamil. They knew Tamil very well. You might have seen some film, the Rivera Pandya Kattapamman. It wasn't scripted. Those people, for enabling the watchers to understand those characters were speaking in Tamil. No, those people actually were speaking in Tamil. English kings, they spoke in Tamil. They learned easily the toughest language in the world. Which one? Tamil. Almost toughest. Many languages are toughest. Your language is tough to you, my language tough is many persons maybe suggesting to each other that because I have experience with Chinese when I was abroad, that what he told. But I went, my language is easiest one, but not your language. Which one? Tamil. He mentioned my language, our language. Many words are very tough to pronounce, but because at the time he was learning Tamil. I told I feel Chinese is tough. The same Malay also. Malay actually is the easiest language. But when we speak in Tamil, they were amazed. How you speak this language is so surprisable. They gave me the suggestion about our language. Language, country to country, race to race, people to people, it varies. That's the thoughts. That's all. Thoughts are being expressed through a tool. Tool is called language. Okay? So when we learn English, adorable, just lovable, lovably is adorable. Can we use that? When lovable is adjectives, lovably can be used on adorable. Try to learn English lovably. Try to learn that. It's the easiest one. Yes, of course. English is easier than any other language. Not according to me, according to many people. They have told. Who speaks English very well have realized English is the easiest language. Let us learn English. Don't think deeply that. Another one, a clue or an idea I would like to tell you. You don't consider or tend your mind you are learning English. You are learning a language, one of the languages in the world. How you speak Hindi when you stay in Mumbai for 3 years or 2 years or 1 month. Many people could say that. They could be speaking Hindi. Yeah, if they stay in Mumbai or Delhi or Bihar. Now Biharis have started to speak Tamil nowadays. You can see many Biharis are working in our Nagapattinam, so many hotels in some other places. I saw them. They speak very well. Not very well, I mean understandably they are speaking English. I asked them, did you struggle when you learn Tamil? A guy, his name was Lal. He came from a construction work. He came here. I asked him, did you suffer when you learned Tamil? No, where did I learn Tamil? I didn't learn Tamil, sir. I was watching many people when they were conversing in Tamil with each other in my working place. I just adapted. But in this matter also he didn't speak in English, but I am sharing to English. He expressed in Tamil. This matter too, he expressed in Tamil. நான் கஷ்டப்படல, but a little bit he broke. Which one? Grammar. It's a nature. If a person speaks another language, by breaking grammar, it should be acceptable because he is passing on messages. I mean, ideas, expression. What he wants to express is expressed through Tamil. But we should appreciate him. At least this much you are speaking, whereas many Tamil people are struggling to speak in Tamil. So you are speaking at least this much in Tamil. I appreciate it. So if anyone speaks another language, I mean non-native language, you should welcome, but don't degrade, don't criticize. I don't used to do. When I started to speak in English, those people, my friends, all applauded me, encouraged me. Yeah, you are right. And nowadays you are speaking English, very good, better than me. Like that also, some European have told me when I was abroad. Also when I went for the PCP classes in the university where I studied, I got opportunity to take lessons in English. My professors, lecturers appreciated me. Yes, you are going in English. So the appreciation, encouragement, that is a tonic, first of all, for the learners. If you criticize, if you block them, hey, it's very poor, you are committing mistakes. If you suggest to your learners, he will get fed up. That's my point of view. I think that's the right one, what I say. So I'm encouraging my audience here. Whoever comes to learn English, the first tonic I would give them not a fear, need not fear. English is a language, that's all. You think in English by imitating others. First of all, you listen to me, you listen to others, read many magazines and the newspapers, then listen the news in English. These are the ways. Here, if you want to attend my class, first of all, pay your attention how I speak for some days, then listen and carry in your mind this matter to be spoken like this. You may understand that. Then you could repeat, you could reflect that. This is a way of learning. Grammar itself, it would come to you when you operate language. Already all of us have learned, touched at least a bit on grammar when we were schooling and doing college. Grammar is this matter also. I explained about this matter also in the previous class. Grammar is not a pattern. You don't think as a separate lesson or like a prose poem grammar. Not like that. Grammar is a rule. You apply it on your speech. I'm doing here like that. When I teach, when I train my audience, what I do, I don't focus on this topic, that topic. I mean in grammar. But at the same time, I would apply what grammar is on their speech, individual speech, when they start to speak. Even down also, when they ask me only, just I would reply. Unless they ask me, just I wouldn't poke my nose about grammar. Only then the grammar would come along with us. When we speak in English, it would come. But even I told just now, many people are speaking Tamil nowadays. Did they learn grammar details of Tamil? They didn't learn. They didn't learn grammar, but straight away they started to speak. What? Finally, I would like to come to say to you: use English to communicate your views and thoughts to others. Later, you may deeply think about the rules, semantic, syntax, and grammar details. After you do, then you check out what rules are there. That may be grammar. I am applying grammars on a speech only in my class. Okay? Thank you very much. We will meet again.